Good morning. Hi, Sarah.
Hi,
Kathy,
morning.
the Philadelphia Tribune. So excited to speak with you.
And you, how you doing?
Excellent, excellent. So we know you on this other show. You were so kind and so uplifting. But as Claudia, you get to bring the claws out. Talk about how much fun that is because we get to see your other side. We know you've got that mean streak. So talk about what it's the fun it is to play Claudia because she is not having it.
No, she's not playing. I love playing her. I think the only similarity between the two of them, Dr. Sharon and Claudia, is that they both have a sense of humor. That's one thing, and they're both strong women. Claudia's a different kind of strong. Overpowering. She's empowered. She's not afraid to speak her mind. So it's good. It's good to play those parts where you get to stretch your skill as an actress, and create a character like this. It's good fun.
I also said this is kind of like guess who's coming to dinner, except it's the Brits and the Americans are coming through the door, and, and in this particular case, they're not happy to see them. I think it's
No.
a fun way to have that discussion because there is always a lot of discussion between Black British culture, Black American culture, how they intertwine, like who's what. Talk about that part of it because it's really, I think it's very cheeky, as you all would say.
Yeah, I think I think there's some elements of kind of the challenge of it. Like they come with the sheen. I think like Americans always come with a nice with a shine to them. Like even my family, like they come with a shine to them that's not quite the British have. But the British have a really clever way of playing with words, and I think Claudia's really good at playing with words. There's also the mix. You've got the Nigerian and the Caribbean mix in it as well, like which I find interesting too, because I think like Claudia comes from she's Caribbean, and it's like Stephen's Nigerian, and if the children have fully lent into most of their Nigerian background, and her taking space within that, there's something in that as well, like in her marrying him, taking over from the previous wife who was Nigerian, her deciding to take that, and just her constantly trying to stake her claim in the business and in who she is and the power within the money and what she has. So yeah.
I think one of the strengths of the show is the strength of Black women and just the diversity in us. I think we're always so required on shows to be so restrained and so nice, and we can't be, you know what I mean, openly hostile. We can't openly say is, I want this because I deserve it. Or not even, not asking, none of the women ask for permission, which I think is really powerful. Talk about that aspect because we don't get to be that on TV. We also have to be very nice and button up, especially like on the British side. I think we're getting finally some representation in terms of like, well, you don't have to be so freaking polite.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's the real learning experience of playing someone like Claudia, and just like stepping, and the real gift of playing someone like that, because quite often we're meant to be controlled, and we're meant to, multitask, like be the good wife, be the good mother, be great in our career, always look good, always be. And there's things like, there's a mess about Claudia that I absolutely love as well. Like she's just trying to feel her way sometimes without necessarily the experience. She's trying to feel her way, and she's done really well, more than really well so far, and another challenge meets her way, and how she survives through that. I think it's really important to see ourselves like that. It's really important to see where you operate in spaces where you're not the only one. In the UK, quite often, I wouldn't say all the time, quite often, the shows that I've played in, I've been the only one. You're operating in solitude in spaces where I come from family. That's what I grew up with, seeing loads of us, aunties, uncles, children running around. That's what I see. And quite often you don't see that reflected on screen, and you're operating on your own. You're operating in positions of power, but you don't actually have vulnerability, or you don't have the space to make mistakes. And I think both these characters, Nina and Claudia, have opportunities where they make mistakes. you know Nina sometimes makes mistakes in love, perhaps, or she also has agency in terms of she wants to sleep with someone, she'll sleep with someone. She's beautiful, she takes space in that. And as a way
Absolutely.
as Claudia, she's yeah, so
Thank you so much. And I love this for you.
thank you very much. You take care.
You do as well.